there's a tropical storm outside because 2020 hasn't given us enough already. So, what an appropriate time to go into one of the main drinks in the tiki canon, the Mai Tai, here on Drink Up Cocktails. So, the Mai Tai. You know, a traditional Hawaiian cocktail. You sip it on the beach. It's made, no. I mean, yes, but no. The Mai Tai was not created in Hawaii. It was created in Oakland by Trader Vic. Trader Vic is a group of bars and also the nom de plume of a man with a much more Caucasian sounding name who decided that he could bring a little bit of vacation to Americans. When his restaurant first opened in Oakland, it was fine dining. It was where the rich and fancy went. And honestly, it co-opted indigenous cultures from Polynesia to create this sort of your land is our vacation. And that's not cool. But the drinks, they're pretty good. He created the Mai Tai in order to show off this fancy Jamaican rum. You'll notice Jamaica not part of French Polynesia. This is another issue with the appropriation of tiki culture. We'll get more into that next week. But in any case, he made this drink. It's not the Mai Tai that existed in the 80s and 90s and that may be served at Big Tom's dive bar down the street from you. What it is just some fresh juice and some fancy things like orgeat syrup, which is a syrup made from almonds that I bet you don't have at home. I know I don't. So we're gonna make a pantry Mai Tai. Here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a mixture of rums or just one dark rum that you like. The rum that was initially created, that this drink was initially created to support, was a 17-year Jamaican rum, and they immediately ran out of it within 2 years. So, R.I.P. that rum. What we're going to use is a mixture of 2 small batch rums from Cotton and Reed in Washington, D.C. We have a spice rum and a darker molasses-based rum. If you want to use vodka, use vodka. I don't care. But rum is going to be like more of a traditional Mai Tai. We're also going to use simple syrup and some almond or vanilla extract. That's going to give us the idea of an orgeat. It's by no means a stand-in. If you have a real Mai Tai, then it's going to be a little different. But this will give you the idea and also not require you to go out in the tropical storm in your mask and get all sweaty and soaking wet for something that they probably don't have at Kroger. We're also going to use some fresh lime juice. It's going to be the juice of a whole lime and either Cointreau, triple sec, or the juice from half an orange. Traditionally, it would be a Cointreau. If you've been watching this, you know that I don't really care about tradition, so you do you. Now, we're going to take a cocktail shaker and put some ice in it. You've gotten step 1 down. Now we're going to juice our limes. I've already juiced an entire lime in here. This one is just for show. And I'm just going to pour it in. You can juice it straight into the shaker. Totally your call. Now we're going to do, that is about an ounce of lime juice. Use bottled. I don't care. Now we're going to do an ounce of this lighter spiced rum. And we're going to do an ounce of the molasses paste. This will give it like kind of the funkiness that the original Jamaican rum had. If you want to just use Jamaican rum, amazing. Do it. If you want to use the rum that you found in your parents' basement because you've been staying at their house for months, do that too. I bet it's aged to perfection. Now, so that's 2 ounces of rum total. Now we're going to do half an ounce of simple syrup. And into the simple syrup, we're going to put half a teaspoon of almond extract. So the simple syrup will make sure that there's a little bit of the same like silkiness and mouthfeel that orgeat would have. How do you make orgeat? I don't know, Google it. Probably with almonds. Now you're going to pour this in as well. Now, if you're adding orange juice, you can add it there. I'm going to use the Salerno blood orange liqueur. Because why not? It's about half an ounce. if you're using Cointreau or triple sec. If you're using orange juice, I would do about half an ounce. You can do more if you want to dilute it, but it's going to end up just kind of taking over the drink, which is fine if you like orange juice. And now you put the lid on and you shake it. Now, here's the story of how the Mai Tai made it to Hawaii. So Trader Vic, really fancy, really popular. Everyone loves the Mai Tai. Not a lot of people can get to it. And also at the same time, you know, World War II is over and Hawaii is like picking up steam. Everyone's like, oh my God, I want to go to the beach. And by everyone, I mean rich white people. So the Royal Hawaiian Company, or those that now own that company, came to him and they were like, listen, man, you have the hottest bar, we have the hottest island, let's make a cocktail together. And the Mai Tai was like second to the bottom on his cocktail list, but he was like, I don't know, let's do this one. The reason it got its name, slight offshoot, is because allegedly Trader Vic gave this drink to two of his friends, a Polynesian couple, and their response was Mai Tai, which he purported means top-notch, aces, A+, because it was the 40s. So he brings the drink to the Royal Hawaiian. They're like, yeah, we can totally do this. None of these things go bad. We gotta have limes because scurvy. And we're gonna serve it everywhere. And so they did. And people started deciding that that was the drink of Hawaii. When really, it was a white man who made up a funny name for himself and just wanted to rake in the cash. The American way. So, now that you've shaken your cocktail up, your hands are nice and cold and clammy, you're going to pour the cocktail out. Now, you can use whatever glass you want. I have this nice zombie tiki glass that I filled with crushed ice. I could crush it on camera, but you've all seen that enough. And what you're going to do is open the shaker. You're maybe going to open the shaker. Yeah? Thank you, kind assistant. My assistant. So, you're going to pour it in with the ice that you shook it with. There's nothing chunky or weird, or there shouldn't be, in this drink. And so the ice just further dilutes it and adds to the experience. And you can use pellet ice or fancy ice if you're a fancy person. I just used the hammer and I crushed some and I filled it to the brim. So, garnishes. Garnishes are what make a tiki drink fun, right? So the traditional garnish is half of a scooped out lime. And this is according to Trader Vic. Half of a scooped out lime with a piece of mint in it so it looks like a floating island with a tree. I think that's great. Good for him. I don't really want a scooped out lime in my drink. I want a shark. So I'm going to put a shark in my drink and I'm going to put half an orange. Like the shark is like eating the orange. And that's my Mai Tai. And it comes with a snack. Drink up, guys. If you liked what you saw today, or it just makes you extremely angry, please like and subscribe right there. Right there. Right there. Thanks.